For you.
All right, Jenna, thank you very much. 8:41 now. So business closures as a result of COVID-19 have left many people unemployed, also concerned about how they will survive this financial crisis.
And many questions are running through their minds, such as how will I pay my bills and even my mortgage? Well, certified financial planner Dan Hernandez will answer those questions for us. He joins us now by Skype to help ease some of that anxiousness. So good morning to you, Dan.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
So talk to us about what information can actually help calm people's nerves experiencing some financial issues during this time.
Well, stimulus information is still coming out as we speak, but it looks like people are going to, banks are going to work with people. They're going to waive late fees. I heard this morning Bank of America is going to allow people to be late on their mortgage without it impacting their credit. There's going to be low interest loans available. So all this is still evolving, and it's part of the stimulus package, but there does seem to be some relief.
What is some advice on maybe some folks who have certain situations where they don't have that leniency? Because obviously some Americans have been laid off during this time. So maybe the local bills, like the utilities or things like that, where perhaps they don't know that they're going to get relief, or at least maybe a leeway to pay that mortgage. Maybe it's more like an electric bill or a light bill. Is the same kind of same kind of factors there in play?
Yeah, I have heard of electric companies potentially, not shutting you off for non-payment. Of course, all these things are going to come with caveats. You're probably going to have to catch up eventually. But I do believe there's going to be some flexibility there where they're not going to shut people off right away. Short of that, all you can do is cut down on the extra things. Be a little leaner in your spending. Possibly, some of we're not going out to eat, we're not going to bars, so we have that extra money, but yeah, it does appear there's going to be some relief from banks and utility companies.
Right. Now, what about the stock market? I mean, a lot of us are very concerned about what we're seeing. We did report that the stock market did do okay yesterday, but that's just one day out of the many.
Look, Demetria, I've been doing this for over 32 years. Actually, the month I started was October '87, which was the original Black Monday. So that means I've been through Black Monday, the dot-com crisis, the financial crisis of 2007. And I know a couple things with a pretty high level of certainty. One is that this isn't going to last forever, and two, that it's going to come back. And because this was more of a medical scare originally, it has turned into an economic issue, but the general consensus is that the bounce back is going to be relatively short compared to some of these other crises of the past. So the advice is, for the most part, stay put. If you're invested appropriately, and what I mean by that is age appropriately, your balance between stocks and bonds, then you need to stay put. I think the end is near. We saw some strength yesterday. The market's going to open up today up. So you have to be patient. If you don't need to touch your money within the next 18 months or 2 years, we're going to be all right.
All right, Dan, where can people go to maybe get a little more information about you and some of the advice that you have for the folks during this really tumultuous time?
My office is in Voorhees. Our phone number is 856-489-5040. We're here having a lot of conversations every day. Everyone is nervous, and understandably so. But every situation is different, but human nature is the same. And people react similarly to these situations. So history can be a guide. There's a lot of unprecedented stuff happening, but people are going to react similarly to other crises of the past.
Very good advice. Yeah, maybe just take a step back and a deep breath before you make any rash decisions, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, coming up this morning.